quilting, which is a 6 by 24-inch ruler. This is what I use to cut out my strips before I turn around and cut the strip into squares or whatever uh quilting item I'm working with at that time. Once I cut my strips out, I would then use a square. Uh, this one could be one. It's like a six-inch square, 6.5-inch square. This one could also be one. So I would take one of these rulers and cut the strip into whatever size square or I'm working with at the time. Okay, and this is a smaller square. This is a 3.5-inch ruler. So then I could take the strip and cut 3.5-inch squares or smaller. There's a close-up on that ruler. Here. There's that ruler again. And this is this ruler. So it's about a 6.5-inch square. So the strip will have to be 6.5 inches or smaller to use this ruler to cut out a square. Okay. Now this next ruler is one I will use to square up block. This is about a 12.5-inch square. I will use this ruler to square up blocks or cut out big blocks for a big block quilt. So it's all in how you want to do it. So you could use this to square up squares or square up patches. Let's say you had a 16 patch that was small enough to be squared up with this ruler. You would then use the ruler to square up that patch. This is a ruler for 60-degree triangles. So what you would do is cut out the strip and then take this ruler, this 6-degree triangle ruler, and cut out the triangle. So you could cut out 60-degree triangles from, I guess, 1 inch to about 8 inches. And then it's also, when you're working with these 60-degree triangles, it's best to have a rotating mat so that you don't have to really move the ruler on the fabric. You could just rotate the mat and then cut that way, and then just do that, rotate it and cut instead of moving the fabric. So yeah, so let's say I laid the triangle ruler down on the mat. I would then cut this way, and then you could turn it around and cut that way. And please like, share, subscribe as you come in. If you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you all have. But yeah, this is my 60-degree triangle ruler. I have had this for a few years. So I didn't buy all these rulers at one time. I bought them as I needed them. And again, this is the 60-degree triangle ruler. And it says 60 degrees. See right there? it says 60 degrees. So yeah, this is the ruler. And this is the mat that you will use to cut your triangles with. Yeah, once you have the triangle on the fabric, then you could just rotate it to cut. Yeah, so yeah, this is the 60-degree triangle ruler. Thanks to everyone that's watching my video. Please like, share, subscribe. I've been quilting for 20 years, so you can learn a lot from me as far as quilting is concerned. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask questions and I will answer your questions in the chat. But yeah, this is my 60-degree triangle ruler. Okay. And this is the ruler. This is just a small size ruler. The only time I really use this ruler is if I have to mark the quarter square inch line on squares, which I really don't have to do since I machine quilt. But when I was hand quilting, I had to take this ruler. This is like a 6-inch, I think. I had the 12-inch, and then the way you do it, let's say this is what you have to mark. So right now I don't have to use the ruler to mark my fabric because I have a quarter square inch presser foot to put on my sewing machine. But when I was hand quilting, you would take the ruler, line up the quarter square inch with the edge, which is that line right there. That's the quarter square inch. And then you mark it. And then you rotate. And then you will mark your quarter square inch line. And then you will rotate. Mark your quarter square inch line. And then just rotate. And just mark the line. And that's how you would mark your line if you don't have a presser foot, or if you're hand quilting, that's how you will mark your quarter square inch line on your blocks. Now this ruler here is this is like a 20-inch square. So this is what you will use to either cut big blocks or square up big patches. And if you don't mind, please like, share, subscribe as you come in. But this is pretty much the rundown on rulers needed for quilting. Okay. Those are the rulers. This is painter's tape. This is what I use to mark the first line in quilting. Then I can use that sewn line as a guide for the next quilting line. But I start with a painter's tape. Okay. This is the quilt sandwich for my upcoming patchwork placemat of that. This is the apple core quilt block. So I have 2 layers of batting in this sandwich. One is just a flat square or piece of batting. The top one is just I pieced it together from some scraps that I had. And then I wasn't worried about sewing the little pieced batting together because I feel that once I quilt this patchwork placemat, then it'll just all go together in the quilting line. So that's how I do when I lay my little batting out. And see the little pieces. And then when you go to pin your quilt sandwich together, make sure you put some pins in the outer areas so that your fabric won't fold and get sewed up in the edge of your fabric won't get caught up in the actual quilting of the piece that you're working on at the time. But this is the quilt sandwich for my upcoming patchwork placemat. And this is the front, which you see I pin basted. So you just take a safety pin and pin all 3 layers together. So this is the front, and then this is the back. This is how it looks on the back. And then here's the front again. Okay? And this is the apple core quilt block used in this patchwork placemat. So there's the top, there's the batting, and then there's the backing fabric, and then you pin together. It's called your quilt sandwich. Once you sew the lines across the top to go through all 3 layers, that's the actual quilting, or the act of quilting, when you're sewing all 3 layers of the quilt sandwich together, whether it be hand quilting or machine quilting. But this is my quilt sandwich for my upcoming patchwork placemat. And as you come in, please like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. This is the quilt sandwich for my upcoming patchwork placemat. Okay. My next item, this is the this is the progress that I've made on my patchwork pot holder. I have taken a bias binding strip, machine sewed it onto the front, and then here is the back. So what I'll do is just take needle and thread, and I use a darning needle because the eye of the needle is bigger, and just hand sew this binding strip onto the back. So you can see the little clips I've used, and then those are the bigger size glass head pins that I was telling you all about. That's what I like to use to pin the miter corner down. And that one's not as long. That's a long one, and that's a shorter glass head pin. But I prefer to pin my miter down with a pin, this long, fine glass head pin right here. But this is the back of my upcoming apple core patchwork pot holder with the clips. You see that I have clips. Use the clips to pin down or hold down the binding strip, the bias binding strip. And this is the front again, and you can see the little mitered corners. Again, please like, share, subscribe as you come in. If you have any questions, I will be more than happy to answer any questions in the chat. I would like to say thanks to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. Yes, this is the progress that I've made on my patchwork pot holder. You see the matchstick quilting lines, which I've already discussed in previous videos. The mitered corners again. And you have to make sure you use a bias strip to put on any quilted item with curved corners, so that the little stretch, you can get it to fold around the curves. And this is the back again of my upcoming patchwork pot holder. And I've had these clips a while. I've had these fine, extra fine glass head pins a while. And the thing about glass head pins, they won't melt if you are to iron over them or something like that. But here's the progress that I've made on my upcoming apple core patchwork pot holder, and you can see the miter corner. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to everyone who clicked the like button, who commented on the video. Thanks to everyone watching in the replay. Please like, share, subscribe. Check you later.